I mean, look at this beautiful colorway. This has got to be the best colorway of the 2020s. You cannot deny that. And guess what? If you are looking for a beautiful colorway, check out the, I bet you thought I was gonna say Supwell app, but I'm not gonna say Supwell app. What I am gonna tell you about is the Supwell website, supwell.io. Now, a lot of people, a lot of blokes, mates, and lads have been asking me if they live across the pond, should I get Supwell? Should I join the community? The answer to that is unequivocally yes, because it's not just a buy, sell, and trade marketplace where you can find the best gently used running shoe inventory in the world. It's not just that part, and it's not just that you can find shoes like this and find shoes like a Cielo X1 or an Alpha Fly and trade them with other hobby joggers. It's not just all the awesome shoes. It's not just the great shoes and the best gently used running shoes inventory on the world on the Supwell app. It's also a community of hobby joggers where you can connect with other people. So that's why even if you live in Germany or the Netherlands or South Africa, you should join the Supwell app. But you should also go to supwell.io because that's where you can find the running shoe database. And I'll throw up a screenshot video thing right here so you can see what I'm talking about. I've been spending a lot of my extra time in the past week. Yes, I found a way to add more to my plate, uploading 4 new shoes a day to the site. I used to have all the latest and greatest there, so I've gone back and I'm now updating everything that I missed this year. All the new shoes are on the website. You can compare the specs, you can see the stack height, the drop, the foam, and for the first time ever, I am doing written reviews. So if you do not have the time or enjoy these longer format videos, I'm not gonna get mad at that. Guess what? If you don't wanna watch this 2-hour video, and it probably is gonna be a 2-hour video today, I know, because guess what? I record these parts, I record these intros at the end. So I know I have a gosh dang whole lot of footage to comb through. So if you don't watch the long videos, you can skip to the end. Or if you want some insights on a new shoe, like the Shaky Hurricane 24, look at this, bada boom, bada bang. Go to supwell.io, go to the Shaky Hurricane 24 page, and there's a write-up. Or look at this, New Balance 1080 V14. There's a write-up right there. I wrote a short written review, very short. So if you can read English, you can read the reviews. Or look at this, on Cloud Boom Strike, again. Bada boom, bada bang, short written review. So supwell.io, we also have the running shoe matcher there. So if you want to take a quiz to get matched with the shoe, you can do that. It's just as good as asking me, hey, what shoe should I get? So you can say if you like soft shoes, firm shoes, daily trainers, race day shoes, and then you put in your email, you get your results. It's totally free, except you put in your email. I don't even know why I'm collecting emails at this point because I don't even do a newsletter. So go sign up for the Supwell app. Go sign up for supwell.io. My goal is to make sure everybody knows about all the great things we have going on, the great ways that you can evaluate running shoes and connect with other hobby joggers. Also make sure to buy your stuff through my running warehouse links because it helps support the channel and it helps keep me being able to buy these shoes to test. All right. Woo! That was a lot of stuff, but that was a long run. So I ran a lot of miles and I talked a lot. I guess that's kind of the point of the channel, right? Let's get into it. Pre-long run dinner, we have the Supwell Kitchen tacos. Wow, you set all of them up individually as well? That looks so fire. What's in this thing? Hard corn, hard shells, impossible, refried beans, onions, Mexican cheese, lettuce. Oh, pineapple salsa? Oh gosh, okay, we have to do that first. Okay, she's helping me. Oh, the chickens are back? That's not even their house, is it? Look at that thing. Alright, one bite. Everybody knows the rules. Super fire. It tastes like the taquitos that she makes for Super Bowl party. So good, man. Shout out to Fires putting in work. And shout out to Charles, CEO of Supwell Kitchen, putting in work. Everyone's getting after. Even Roni has a seat. Look at that. Absolutely massive. Started up because of all the leaves and the other little branches. Man, that's definitely a new hard shell PR. We went for 5 hard shells tonight. Putting in work with the marshmallows. How are they?
Wait, let me see if they're on. You can't get on and off. Hey, look at her. So a little bit more and then it'll be ready? Okay, can we do it together so I can get it into the hot part? Yeah, I know.
That is a hot fire. Yeah, this is one of the best ones. The last 3 or 4 have all been fire. I hit my peak dad mode. VO2 max decrease, fire skills increase. I'm roasting mine now, and this is the marshmallow roasting pro tip. Or some more pro tip, you have to put the chocolate on the side so it melts. 2 marshmallows? I know. This is beast mode. Beast mode.
Daddy, careful.
Charlie's team burn. I'm team golden brown patience. That was my nickname in high school. Alright, we've lost all daylight here, but we have this some more. This is gonna be fire. There we go. Brighten it up. Oh, look at that. Crispy. Got a little burned. Oh, but that's when it slides out like that. That's how you know.
Mommy, I won't mind.
Alright, one bite. Everybody knows the rules. Charlie's trying to make innuendos out of a innocent, family-friendly activity.
I know, but I want mine to get really crispy. Yes.
Perfect. Oh, did you get sea salt chocolate? It tastes salty. It's so good. Fire. This is a perfect. This is a perfect s'more. I'll see you guys later. I'm in s'mores bliss. Building, getting after it. It's gonna be a beautiful morning. We got the coffee set up. Look at this. We got the coffee set up. Charlie made us a coffee station. We can't miss. We can't fail. We cannot fail. We were getting after it this morning. Long run. First week back. I'm now 4 weeks out of the Chicago Marathon. Oh, look at that. I beat my alarm this morning. Long run alarm. 4 weeks out of Chicago, and I finally was able to wake up at 4:30. And it might have even taken daylight savings time to happen for me to do it. So, there you go. I'm going to get the water going. We can pop into the office, talk about the shoes, and then get the breakfast. Let's do it. Alright, man. Here we go. Shoe for this morning. Adidas Prime X Strung. Now, this is a dead stock shoe. They don't make this version of the shoe anymore. They're on to the Prime X2, which is a different shoe. I've also tried that. I have it sitting over there. Should I grab it? I should grab it. Okay. Prime X2. So what I learned, this is the 2, this is the 1. The 1 here, or the OG, this is actually the 2 because there was a Prime X non-strung version. So this is the second crack Adidas had at this shoe. And look at this. The strung is the upper, has strings in it. So what makes this shoe so awesome, and what makes the second shoe
not so awesome. Holding it in my hands, man, lightweight for how much stack you get. So that's the headline of the Prime X. Look at this. They stamp it right on the side here, 50 millimeters, which is just crazy. And it's not just 50 millimeters of any foam. It's 50 millimeters of one of the most beloved racing foams out there, especially for bigger and taller runners, Light Strike Pro. This is Adidas's racing foam. It's dense, bouncy, good support, and it gets better with time, which is another reason this is a cult classic. Like the Asics Super Blast, this shoe is nearly indestructible. You could take it for 500 miles. Our guy, Midlife Runner, he has this pair, I think, at 600 miles. His goal is to get it up to 1,000 miles. Andrew, if you're watching this, let me know. Are you still getting that thing up to 1,000 miles? That is just crazy. But if you're going to try to do that with any shoe, this would be a great shoe to do that. And then bottom, we have the Continental rubber. So main thing that made it a little less cool in the second version is just feeling it. The second version is a lot heavier, same 50 millimeter stack, but they widened out the base here. Look at this. I call the V2 the Demon Time Ken. This reminds me of Ken from Barbie, Demon Time Edition. Widened out the base here. It's still thick and chunky and just feels heavier in my hand. First version, more streamlined. This is more like a racing shoe that they amped up to the max. So this guy has Adidas's carbon fiber rods in here, tall stack of foam. This one has the rods plus 2 plates, so a plate below and above this piece of foam here. So stability is better on the 2, but not as streamlined. That's what I love about this shoe. This reminds me of the Adidas Takumi Sen, which is my favorite speed shoe of all time, probably, with how narrow it is, how light it feels for the size, and then the bounce of this foam. That's really the key, the bounce of this Light Strike Pro, man. So I'm excited. My friend on the channel here loved the run. She said, because she saw my run last week, she said, dude, you should pick something that you're excited to run in, to do the long run in, because last week I did, what was it, some mid shoe, and then the week before that I did the Super Blast. So this was one of my favorite shoes of the year that I tried. I got it off the Supwell app. I did not run in the shoe when it came out. Again, it's a dead stock shoe, and I was lucky enough that someone treated it to me. So here you go. Love this colorway too. This is Charlotte Hornets colorway. It's not actually, but that's what it reminds me of, with the purple and then the blue. And this strung material here, that's what makes this shoe so expensive. It's $300, and you get a lot of race foam, and then you also have this strung upper, and that's what's jacking the price up. Apparently it's pretty expensive to manufacture this type of an upper. And man, I hear a child crying. It's only 442. But yeah, what I was gonna say is the upper's good, but if that could reduce the price, if they could make a Prime X Strung non-strung, there's a Prime X3, go back to this type of a midsole here and get rid of the strung, price it at $230 or below, I'd be all for that. Yeah, I'd be all for that. I think the strung is overrated. But difference between this shoe and the other Max Stack shoes that I've loved this year, like the Skyward X, take a look at this. The width of the Prime X Strung is so much narrower. It's more designed to be that racing shoe. So the Prime X Strung is designed to be, if you could have the best, fastest marathon shoe, what would it look like? It would look like this. Still narrow, still fast, still has the race foam, 100% of the race foam in the midsole, but the stack height goes up to an amount where it's going to give you a ton more bounce and protection. Now, it wouldn't be legal for an elite to race in this because it's 50 millimeters, and that's the exact purpose of this shoe, to be an illegal racing shoe, to throw out those laws, so the restrictions from World Athletics, and say, if those didn't exist, what would the best racing shoe look like? And it's the Prime X Strung. Skyward X, on the other hand, this is more designed to be a long run cruiser or an everyday cruiser with bounce, not designed to be a racing shoe. It's heavier, the upper is more padded, it's a lot wider, as we just saw here. I mean, it's crazy, look at that. And then same thing with the Mag Max. Now Mag Max feels light in my hands because of the construction of it. An awesome shoe, but again, just look at the width here. So Puma Mag Max and Skyward X, two of my favorite Super Max Stack shoes this year. Same thing as the Glycerin Max, but neither of these guys have as much horsepower, speed built in as the Prime X. This is a legit fast running shoe. These guys here are both shoes that can go fast. They're fun, they have some pep, but they're more for everyday running, for recovery, for relaxed miles with comfort and fun versus for all out speed effort. So I'm gonna go make this coffee and then talk you through the workout, and then we can hit the road in the Prime X Strung Kemba Walker edition. Shout out to my guy Kemba Walker. He retired. Coffee this morning. We still have this giant bag of Guatemala Finca Pampoila, the anaerobic natural. This is a banger. This is a really good coffee. The taste is sharp and dialed in. The caffeine content is what you need before a long run. So shout out to the Finco Pampailans putting in work. The music this morning, I've been listening to a lot of Larry June, Currency, Alchemist, and recently I stumbled upon Payroll Giovanni. Is my phone frozen? What the heck? Alright, well, you just have to look at that. Yeah, look at this. Payroll Giovanni. The mixtape is called, look at what it's called. It's called Hustle Music. How could I not listen to it? It would be disrespectful if I didn't listen to it. So I knew Payroll Giovanni from a lot of Larry June songs, and he's featured on a bunch of his albums before, but I never dove into his own catalog. He's like a walking battery pack. You just listen to some Payroll, you want to get up and go. That's why I love Larry June too, because he just talks about locking in, going to work, chasing your goals, not worrying about what anybody else is doing. That's my favorite type of music. So that's what we've been listening to. Check it out. If you're a fan of Larry June, Currency, you probably know Payroll, but if you haven't dove fully deep into his catalog, check out this album. Some of it is not, it's very on the nose. Like he's just gonna say, I'm a boss, I'm getting money, I'm working. But sometimes that's what you need. There's no fancy wordplay here. He's just getting after it and telling you to do the same. So it's positivity music, and there's different flavors of rap. Sometimes I want something aggressive. Sometimes I want something that's gonna help me get into a certain zone. Sometimes I want something that's just gonna say, hey bro, keep going. No matter what, just keep going. So that's what I've been rocking with, and that's what we're gonna listen to this morning. Just some smooth getting after it music. Like one of the titles of the song is Boss Affirmations. Shout out to Payroll putting in work. My boss affirmation this morning: I will not burn the bagel. I will not burn the bagel. I'm getting to the bread, but I won't burn the bagel. It's embarrassing. I'm moderately well known within the running community for burning bagels. That's, if you watch my long run videos, that's what you know me for, burning bagels. But look at this, okay? Blueberry bagel from Family Dough, untoasted. I'm about to pop this in the toaster. I am not burning this bagel. I'm getting to the bread, but I won't burn the bagel. Alright, boom. Put it down. I'm going to put it on 4 with the bagel setting. One of the guys didn't even, can you see that? This guy didn't even go down. Alright, well, I might burn that side. We'll see. Dude, my guy Caleb, he said, before I even looked at the screen, because a lot of people listen to these as podcasts, he said, before I even looked at the screen, I knew you burned that piece of toast. I said, man, that is wild disrespectful. But at the same time, it's not, because of my track record. My track record when it comes to getting a golden brown crisp and crust on the bagel is not high. More often than not, we see black and char. I will not burn the bagel this morning, though. Man, I haven't done this for so long. It's been over a month, because Chicago was a month ago. And the last time I woke up at 4:30 to get on a long run was 2 weeks before Chicago. So I haven't done this in 6 weeks. And getting up at 4:30 a.m. is a grind. But we have people on the app who work the night shift and then run right after. And we have people who wake up every day to do this. Shout out to my guy Jason. Shout out to my guy Dan. So if you wake up every day, I think some people think I wake up every day early, because that's usually when I film my morning, is on these days where I do wake up early. But no, I don't film my other mornings, because I'm waking up at 6:30 into a screaming fireball of chaos in the house. If I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. every day to run, I don't know, I probably wouldn't be getting in 100 miles a week. That's for sure. So my circumstances are definitely allow me to do it, and I'm really thankful for that. We got to be thankful for our circumstances that enable us to get after our goals. All right, moment of truth. You heard that? That was the toaster coming up. Bang. Bang. Do you see that? Do you see that? That is perfectly toasted. The issue is, oh man, I did the bagel setting, so this side's not, so you got to put it down again. I think this is where the burning comes, because now I have to put it down for a second time, because I chose the bagel setting and the back end is still raw. That's disrespectful, man. Now I just set myself up for failure. Now you guys see why this happens so much. It's not me, it's the toaster. If things aren't going well, just blame external factors. That's what I've learned. Just blame somebody else or something else. Alright, bagel just came up for the second time, but I was setting up the GoPro here. New GoPro. I was finally able to upgrade. This is the Hero 8. This is the 8 Black that I was using. This is what I've been using since April. My guy Kevin sent this to me. I don't even know how old the Hero 8 Black is. Probably might be, gosh dang, 10 years in the market at this point. They don't even make this thing anymore. And now this is the 13. Like, that's bigger. This is the one thing. Why does new have to be bigger? I like the small one because it's a lot easier to hold in my hand. And also has a front screen here, front display, a bunch of stuff. I just want it to be better in low lighting, and hopefully the sound is better. I also got look at this. I got this thing, which is just going to add more bulk to it, but it has a mic. It's the media mod. So this will have a mic. So this means the audio, hopefully, when I'm running is better. I'm not going to put this on today. I want to see how it does just standard, and then I'll put this on sometime this week. But point of me bringing this up is just to say thank you guys. Thank you to everyone who bought stuff on the drop. It's going out this week. Thank you to everyone who buys your shoes through my Running Warehouse link. This is what I was able to do because of that, and my goal is to make the quality of the running section better for you guys, because for me it felt like for a long time the quality of that running section, just because the camera wasn't as good as it could be. So I'm investing in making it better, taking you guys along on the runs, and the journey with me. So I really appreciate everyone who supports the channel by buying stuff through the Running Warehouse link when you're buying new shoes, by being a part of the Supwell app, and by buying the merch when you see the drop. So thank you guys. Let me know if there's anything else I should upgrade to make these better. But we'll start off with this guy and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this gives us some nice, clear, crisp footage today. The thing is, this old GoPro 8, this was great for me. This was absolutely perfect. I learned how to use it. I learned how to incorporate a GoPro into my workflow. The footage was actually really good in a lot of cases. When it was bright out, this thing was awesome, but it's just for some of these early morning runs, and then whenever it's gray, didn't capture it as well. And hopefully now with the media mod as well, that will help some of the wind issue. But today we'll probably have a little bit of the wind issue. But yeah, man, last thing I want to say on this is you don't need the newest, latest, fanciest tech to get started and to chase after whatever it is you want to do. The camera I'm filming with right now, you could buy a used one of these cameras for probably $200. Again, it's from 2018. I got this when I had just graduated college and we found out we were pregnant, or Charlie was pregnant with Mason, and I wanted a camera to capture family stuff. And this is what I've used every day for film and shoots. This thing has paid for itself 1,000 times over at this point, if not more. So simple tools to get started. We just need simple tools to get started, and then we can upgrade to make the product better as we go. But don't let the gear and the tech get in the way of chasing your dreams. That's my number one message with the shoes. And the only reason sometimes where I get cynical about the shoes is because I don't want to be putting this idea out there that you need the latest and the greatest to do something. You don't. You can get started with whatever it is. And a lot of the time, something that's older, that's just been sitting around, can do the job just as good. And matter of fact, sometimes it can do the job better, because all we need is to just gosh dang get started. So again, thank you to everyone. We're growing, we're building, we're improving. Thank you for being along on the journey with me. Now let's go see if I burn that bagel. Yeah, unfortunately, no growth and improvement on this front. I literally manifested that I wasn't going to burn the bagel, and then I burned it. But you saw the issue. It's because of the settings on the toaster. It's not my fault. The rear end was cold, so I had to put it down for a second time, and then that banged to the front. So I'm fighting forces bigger than myself. Bang. Here we go. Here's the breakfast. Dude, this mixtape has a E40 feature. He has one of the crazy flows. I was local. Now I'm global. But yeah, this is the breakfast. Blueberry bagel, peanut butter, banana, and honey. This is the classic pre-long run breakfast. I swear by it. Doesn't need to be all this. When I was in Chicago before my big marathon PR, I had, what was it? Blueberry bagel or cinnamon raisin bagel with Justin's chocolate peanut butter. So as long as there's a bagel involved, no, it was an everything bagel, because that was all I had. That was all I had. So I had a stale everything bagel with chocolate peanut butter. But man, a bagel's a bagel. It gets the job done. So that's what I'm going to have. And then I'm going to work a little bit while we get this going. I've been on a new mission to redo or just get the shoe matcher on the website up to date again. So a lot of people don't even know that we have this website. So my mission is I want 100% awareness of this. Everyone who watches the videos, you guys should know about the Supwell website. So this was the first Supwell thing ever. This is how I started getting into all of this, the YouTube, and now what I'm doing with the app. It all started from the website. So go to supwell.io. We have the best running shoe database out there. So I'm now getting this back up to date with all the shoes that have come out in the last few months. I've uploaded, I think for the last 4 days, I've uploaded 4 each. So 16 new shoes. We now have all the new ones. You can click into any of these shoes here. And for the first time ever, they also all have written reviews, 1 paragraph reviews, or if it's a shoe that warrants a longer review, like the Super Blast. Where's the Super Blast? I I wrote a long review for the Super last year just to do it some justice. Look at this. Bang. Long review in here. So every shoe in the database that I've uploaded in the past few days, you have the description. You got all the tech and the specs here. Stack, the type of foam, the ride, and then some alternatives for those that I've filled it out with. That one was, I need to fix that one. I don't know if that was a picture that was messed up, but look at this, bang. And then I need to go fill out some of the alternatives, but check it out. It's a work in progress right now with some of these shoes with the alternatives, but you can get matched on the Shoe Matcher tab, and you can also sign up for the Supwell app here. So everything is on the supwell.io website, but man, check out the running shoe database. You can also sort by what type of run you want or what type of shoe. So if you want a max comfort shoe, one of these max stack shoes, you click into recovery run. If you're looking for a race day shoe, all the race day shoes are here. You have the On Cloud Boom Strike at the top of the pile. It's sorted by recent release here. So everything is in here. We even have some track spikes in here too. So check it out, supwell.io, and then go to the best new shoes tab and then click into any of these shoes and you'll get all the details. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna do a little work here and then eat my breakfast and we'll be good to go. Hold on, this was one more thing I wanted to say about the uploading the shoes to the site. You can almost always find some more time in the day to do what you want to do what you need to do to get where you want to go. I do these daily YouTube videos. I commit to doing them because I know that's the best way to force myself to get closer to my goals every day and to give value to people by forcing myself to do this daily habit. Otherwise, it's so easy to convince ourselves we don't have time. And that's not saying every day I spend 6-7 hours making a video. I don't. The time it takes me to run and whatever I'm filming, and then it takes me an hour to chop up the footage. I don't do crazy cuts. But because of that, I think for a while, I got stagnant with other parts of the business and the site. And now I'm realizing, hey, if I want to grow this, I have to dedicate more time to it. So I committed to doing 4 shoes a day. And last night we did a fire with the family, cleaned up the kitchen, came back in here. It was only 7:30. So I said, man, I didn't do my 4 shoes. I'm going to keep this going. It's only 7:30. I'm going to bang this out. And I finished up by 9. So we have to commit ourselves to do these things. It's like that classic speech. How bad do you want it? And if you want it badder, then you want to party. If you want it badder, then you want to be cool. If you want it badder, then if you want it badder some days, then you want to sleep. Then that's when you'll be successful. I absolutely love that speech. So again, it's not about, you'll hear me talking about this all the time. It's not about digging deep into the pain cave and sacrificing years of health and happiness, but we can find an extra 45 minutes at the end of the day or in the morning to do something that's going to get us closer to our goals, whether that's running or business related. So I'm doing this again to bring the site up to speed, and hopefully this helps you guys have another place, another way to get matched with shoes and to evaluate shoes. Also just a cool resource, because the entire reason I built this is because there was nothing else like it out there for a running shoe nerd like me to compare all the tech and the specs. So next, what I want to do is put a bar up here so that you can, what's it called? A filter bar, so that you can filter by the specs. I've had it just the way it is like this for a year and a half now, so I'll do an update and put a bar to filter. This functionality is good, and that's the thing. Don't let not having the perfect functionality or the perfect tools stop you. We just gotta get started. But the other thing is I built this all myself. I designed this all myself, which is cool. I just learned how to do it. I'm not a trained designer or anything, so just get out there, get started, and get after it, man. And go check it out. Let me know what other functionality I should add. I also want to do a compare at some point, but I don't think I can build that myself. I'll probably need to hire a developer, but it would be cool to have a little button on all these shoes that say it says add to compare, so you could compare the Zoomfly 6 with the Glycerin Max and then have another page pop up with all the specs. But as it is right now, you can go into each page and see the specs and everything. And look, I tell you on the page is SR2 foam, not just the Zoom X. Don't let Nike lie to you. Alright, I'm gonna eat my breakfast, turn this thing off. Alright, bang, man, it's 6:08. I was able to get 2 shoes up, put up the Puma DV8 Elite and Topo Spectre 2. So there we go. We have 2 out of our 4 from the day. Now I just need to get 2 more. So I'm gonna finish this up and then we can lace these shoes up and go. Oh, by the way, fueling. Let's look at fueling for today. I'm not gonna do the, what is it called? The drink. I'm just gonna do gels. So we'll take 2 of these non-caffeinated Maurten. Where's my other Maurten? Did Charlie move my Maurten? Dude. This is not cool. Where's my Maurten? Oh man, I'm kind of nervous. Charlie just threw out like $120 worth of Maurten because it was right there. And then for some reason she decided to do this whole pantry reorganization. And now it's not right there. So, oh man, this could be a moderately to massively large L. That could not be good. Oh man, all right, we'll get the full story from Charlie later, but I am pretty sure that's what happened. Because I had some boxes up here and then some down there. She probably just thought the ones down there were empty. I don't think she would do that, but man, maybe she did. Did she just throw out 100? Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm going to go for Banoffee, I guess. Banoffee gels this morning. Man, I really can't believe it. I really cannot believe it. I'm semi in shock right now. How did I just not notice this? Oh gosh. Alright, well, the show must go on. I'm gonna get changed. Maurten or not. Oh gosh, that is just such an L. That's a massive L. That's just an L. Dude, honestly, I'm in mild shock right now. I don't think she would do that, but the thing is, where else would they be? She didn't randomly just move them to another place. Well, she did, but that place is the trash. Oh man, I'm grieving right now. That's tough. That is tough. That was like $125 worth of Maurten because I stocked up before Chicago. I bought a bunch of it because, yeah, it was just like I want to have the gels for the long runs, so I just bought a bunch and put them in there. I'm about to cry right now. That's a tough loss. And that was over $1 bill worth of Maurten. And now it's at the East Charlotte sanitation station. Whew. Alright, well, we gotta take the L and move on. Man, I don't know why, but that one just hit me right where it hurts. I think it's the combination of waste and then just the no, wishing I could go back in time. Just, oh gosh. Oh, no. Yeah, man, that hit me where it hurt. It's a lot of money, but it's just also just a lot of waste. Just Maurten going in the trash. Hopefully she put it somewhere else. I just don't know why she would do that or where else. Anyway, this is what I'm rocking today. Mileage shirt. Supwell certified. Merch came in yesterday. We're going to be shipping it out next week. These things look so clean. These look so good. So this is the white long sleeve, and then socks. I'll be using these weird features long socks. Cool but weird pattern. I typically go with the shorter socks, but this is all we have. I wonder if Charlie threw out my other socks too. Man, I'm seriously about to cry. This hurts. And then sock or shorts. I'm going classic Tracksmith long run shorts. Alright, there's only so much grieving we can do. We just gotta get out there and go. Man, I just took back-to-back L's. I'll tell you about it in a second. Let's get the heck out of here. Oh man, let's go. That's a W. The mystery of the missing Maurten. Yeah, the second L, I was in the pantry, and then a mouse popped out at me and attacked me. This is the thing. We bought this house last year. It's from 1977. It's a charming, quaint neighborhood, all that. Great house, but just random stuff like this pops up. And this is the thing. If you buy an old house in the middle of a forest, you're going to have to fight off mice and other critters. So we probably need to get the crawl space sealed up or something. But we are poisoning those suckers. Poisoning those suckers to death. I'm not humane when it comes to this stuff. I grew up in the city, so man, anything you come up in my spot, you're a little creature, and you come up in my spot, you're getting blasted. No mercy. Bro, the Maurten L just got me in a foul mood. We're lacing up the Prime X Strung 2 here. Yeah, that thing, he literally ran at me in the pantry. Good thing I had my Crocs slides on, because you can't touch me, because I'm sitting dang near 2-3 inches off the ground. The perils and the pleasures of living in the suburbs, right? We get the nice morning bird sounds. Then you also have to fight off pests. I don't know if I'm built for this. I might need to move back to the city. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Where's my GoPro? Oh, there it is. New GoPro lying face down. I guess it was bound to happen one time. Let's just leave. It's a war going on outside. No mouse is safe from. You come to the Don's house, you get smashed. Alright, so we'll see how this is. Very low light. I'm really curious to see if this GoPro will be better. Whew. It is chilly out here today. I have my gloves, I have my long sleeve. It's still chilly though. I feel like I need a Supwell quarter zip. Alright, well, after 2 emotional and distraught producing, is that proper grammar? After 2 rough experiences back to back, losing $150 worth of Maurten and getting attacked by a mouse in my own house, we are out here running. This is what it's all about. So plan for this run. 20 something miles. I'm trying to go at least 22. See how I feel. Another super long run. At this stage of training, I don't have a race close, so it's a good opportunity to go longer than I normally would. And touch on some long endurance. I really hope this is better.
Really hope it's not shaking everywhere. Man, first straightaway here, this shoe is awesome. It is so bouncy. And at an everyday running effort, it makes running feel so easy, effortless, just pushes me along. Now, the heel is really unstable and narrow, but hey, that's what's gonna come from 50 millimeters worth of stack and lightweight. So every shoe has trade-offs. The narrow heel, that's the trade-off for the lightweight. I think we're gonna get a sunrise this morning. I just saw a bird flying out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was another mouse attacking me. I have PTSD from that. I'm never going in that pantry again. It's a full all-out war now against those things. No mercy. I'm setting up traps. Industrial grade poison is not a joke. You try to come up in my crib, you're about to get smoked. Early GoPro overreaction. Definitely bigger in my hand. I think I'll adjust to it, but it's bulkier. Not when I'm holding it up here, it's fine. But when it's in my palm and I'm running along, it's bigger. Other thing is, this new version, it beeps. Every time I turn it on or off, it beeps. And it's super loud. That was my watch beeping. See, I have my watch beeping, the GoPro beeping. I don't like all this technology beeping at me. So the positive is that I don't have to look to see if it's recording. The downside, also, there's a screen. Oh, I can see myself. But the downside is that I just have stuff beeping at me. So I'm gonna turn that off. But shoe overreaction on the long run, man, the bounce is amazing. The cushion is amazing. And the heel is unstable. But I think the faster we go, the better it's gonna feel. So I'll check in a little bit. And man, beautiful sunrise. It's a beautiful thing about running, man. Some days your wife is gonna throw out $200 worth of Maurten. You might get attacked by a rat in your house, but you gotta just keep going. The miles are always gonna be here. The Maurten might be at the South Charlotte Recycling and Garbage Emporium, but the miles are right dang here. Man, I just can't get enough of the sunrise this morning. I think this GoPro is doing the opposite thing though. It's just blasting the ISO. Well, that's what these cameras do. It's just blasting it so the sun is super bright. We'll figure it out. We'll adjust. We'll adapt. We will learn. Mile 2, 7:05 pace. Cruising along here. And this might be the only shoe I've ever tried that has surpassed my expectations going into it. It is really hard for any shoe to blow me away or even to live up to the hype because of how many shoes I've tried at this point. Over 100, which is just wild. And again, thank you guys for the support on the channel, because that's what allows me to buy and test all these shoes, or to have the brands to send them, and I'm super grateful for that. It's cool that I can do this. But because I have so many reference points and I've had so many different experiences, I've tried all of the major race shoes from all the big brands. I know what super bouncy feels like. I know what max stack, max comfort feels like. And even despite trying the dozens of speed shoes on the market in 2024, this one gives me something completely different. This is what I was expecting the Super Blast to be. Man, they should make this exact shoe in the 3. Just run it back with whatever updated version of Lightstrike Pro you have, and it will be awesome. This is a complete banger, and so good. The bounce is unreal. The bounce to weight to stack ratio is incredible. It is truly a special shoe. Yeah, man, 2.5 miles in here. This is an all-timer for me. First run I did, I think 8 or 10 miles. It was pre-broken in by Sam, who sent it to me. Yeah, this is an absolute all-timer. It's smooth as butter, bouncy as a gumball, fast as a pinball. It's so good. And it still feels directed and sharp because of the narrow platform, but you get the protection from the stack. And as soon as your foot hits the ground, bounces right back up. The best thing I can compare it to is if you ever had a brand new Spalding T1000. Is that what it's called? T1000, the leather one. You know, the indoor ball. None of this hybrid or outdoor ball. You get a brand new one first day of the year. First basketball practice after you made the team. The coach brings out a whole new shiny sticky bucket of balls, perfectly inflated. Those first few bounces, you take a dribble, pull up from half court, just jack up a shot, and it swishes. Man, that's what this thing feels like. The bounce of a perfectly inflated Spalding, and then the upper, that's the swish. That's the strong upper. It's a swish. This thing is a logo 3. It's insane. This is the Steph Curry of running shoes. A lot of other brands out here dropping Trey Youngs, thinking they can compete. Let me tell you, there's only one Steph. There's only one OG Prime X Strung, and this is him. Mile 4 here, well, almost mile 4. I don't know what my heart rate is. I don't check my heart rate when we're out here. I don't train by heart rate, but the effort feels so low in these shoes. Also, the temperatures are cooler, which helps, but just the effort on the legs, so low. I feel like I could run on these shoes for 7 hours. They just make me want to keep going and going. We're gonna do the first gel here, by the way. Banafi. R.I.P. Maurten caffeine. Bro, I literally had a full box of Maurten caffeine. Well, that's the thing. Some days your wife is gonna throw out $400 worth of gels. You might get attacked by a raccoon. We gotta just keep going. Just keep it pushing. Banafi. Very sweet. Very sweet today, but get the job done. Bro, I don't know what was going on. This thing just started talking to me, myself. It started playing back the video of myself. I don't want to hear myself and see myself while I'm running. This is the thing with technology. It gets progressively more complicated. I just want a tiny box to hold in my hand and record myself. I don't need it to beep at me and talk to me. The thing is, I can turn this off with my voice though. Watch this. GoPro, stop capture. All right, we are back. Hopefully the GoPro footage was good. That'd be classic, right? You buy the new thing to make it better, and then it's 100 times worse because I don't even know how to use it. 23 miles, 6 minutes and 49 seconds worth of pace. 6:49 pace, 2 hours, 37 minutes and 11 seconds. Again, that was perfect. That's all I need. That's a marathon length long run right there. 2 hours, 37 minutes. My last marathon was at 2:39. So that's the nice thing about getting faster. This is what I was talking about the other day.
we need less endurance, relatively. So we need to go shorter amount of time on feet to run a faster marathon time, which is nice. I don't need to do as many 3.5 hour long runs now. I'll still do them occasionally, but now that that base of endurance is built, I can run these long runs faster with lower stress on the body. So that's the nice thing about getting faster with running. It becomes easier as we get more skilled, which is nice. And running is a skill, man. It's a skill. Shout out to the Prime X Strung, though. This is the perfect long run shoe. The Prime X Strung OG in the Charlotte Hornets colorway. Out here looking like Muggsy Bogues. Bro, this shoe is as tall as Muggsy Bogues. Sorry, I apologize for the Muggsy Bogues strays. People were trying to come at my basketball knowledge the other day. These boys don't even know who Muggsy Bogues is. Shout out to my guy Muggsy. Look at that. I'm telling you, this is like bouncy as a fully inflated Spalding. Oh, bounce test. This is way too much fun. Dude, with my haircut, I look like a mouse. Maybe that's where they were coming at me. They thought I was one of them. Out here looking like Mickey with the bald head. Thing is, we gotta clean it up every once in a while. I think that was my third haircut of 2024. I'm not proud of it, but it just happens. Dude, that was the perfect temperature water. It was just sitting outside. 53 right now. Oof, crispy. Now, you guys want to know some trade secrets? The gray overcast days like this are the best for coming out here and filming on the street because these shoes just pop. I mean, look at this, perfect. I always get the best thumbnails on these days. You can see the you can see the crispy blues in the purples here. And this material, it's like one of those old school recycled egg cartons. Remember from the grocery store when you were growing up as a kid, that cardboard material? A lot of the egg cartons now are plastic. I don't know why they went away from that, but that's the same material here. Or the trays that they give you at Dunkin' Donuts or any coffee shop, that recycled post-consumer cardboard. That's what this feels like, but it's just perfect. It is so cool. Now, I don't think this upper is necessarily better than the upper on the Zoomfly 6 or Hyperion Max 2. I'm just naming good uppers that I've enjoyed this year. I don't know, even something like Hoka Skyflow or Skyward X. Those are slightly narrower fitting shoes, but in general, just solid uppers. This doesn't blow me away. And an upper is one of those things where when you're out here running, unless it's the case of something like the Cloud Boom Strike, where that upper is bouncing up and down in my foot, or something like the Adios Pro 3, where I know a lot of people have discomfort, or Hoka Mach X2, a lot of people had discomfort around the back, rubbing the Achilles. Unless it's actively painful, I do not think about the upper at all. I do not think about the laces at all. And most of the time, even with a snug, narrow fit in the toe box, like the Puma Deviate Nitro 3 or the Hoka Skyflow, I don't think about that fit at all. Past 4 miles in, it's usually completely fine. Any minor discomfort is gone. So is it worth $300? Well, it is now, because the only place you're gonna find this is on resale. But the thing is, on the Supwell app, you can pick these up for, I don't know, 100, 120 bucks, especially if you have something like the Skyward X or the Cielo X1 or an Alpha Fly 3. You could trade somebody for one of these, get rid of the shoe that might not work for you, something like the Sky Parish, trade for one of these. So I'd recommend it, man. This is
if you typically follow my shoe recommendations and you like the same types of shoes I like, you are gonna absolutely love this thing. And I am more of a heel striker, and you can see even today too. Look at that. I wish I took a video of the bottom before we went out there and ran, but that was probably me today, chewing up the back here, because I can be a heel striker, and it happens more on the left side. It's an imbalance that I have. But hey, one of my guys on the channel here, I think that's my own wife now, with the leaf blower in the back. Hey, happy spouse, happy house. But my guy Thomas, old-fashioned runner, he said no human is perfectly symmetrical. So that's just my thing. I dragged the heel maybe 5% more than I should on the left, but I ran a 239 with that. I'm training for a 230 with that, so I'm gonna keep running with my current form until it stops me. I run injury-free. I'm about to hit 5,000 injury-free miles this year. Of course, knock on supercritical TPEE. But that's my general philosophy on form. As long as we are progressing and getting what we want to out of running while staying injury-free, there's no reason to change our form. Now, if we're not able to hit our goals or we're getting injured, then of course we should change our form. But man, heel striking, overstriding, all those things that we, in the past, we might have said are wrong or is bad form. If you're getting what you want to out of running and you're not getting injured, then it's completely fine. And the thing is, with the overstriding, as some people say, or having a lower cadence, it can lead to some injuries, but so can forefoot striking. It's just you get different types of injuries with different types of slightly incorrect form. And none of us have perfect form, but we can find the perfect form for ourselves. And what I typically like to focus on, I read this in one of the books, and I read so many books that I often forget which one to attribute it to. I think it was the Science of Running book. But this idea of, instead of focusing on running with perfect form, and instead of saying, hey, you have to land with your foot a certain way, focusing on these cues. So instead of saying you need to land more flat-footed or you need to land not on your heels, you can say, try landing with your feet underneath you. Try running with power. Open up your chest. And that's how I like to think about it. You want the shoulder blades in the back pockets. I think that was actually something I learned from Sage Canada's channel. You want your shoulder blades in the back pocket, running upright, keeping those arms tucked in, plugging away, running with strength, running with power. And those are that's what I try to tell myself. Run with strength, run with power, run upright. The form will take care of itself. I don't focus on cadence. I don't focus on heart rate. If you do, and that helps you get out here and execute and be consistent and healthy, that's great. But let's throw up the run today. 23 miles, and that's what felt perfect for me this morning. I was thinking about going 24, 25, but ultimately, I don't want to go too deep in the tank. I'm just feeling recovered, and today, when I hit mile 10, that was when I decided I'm not going super long today because I feel good, finally. I don't want to do something that's then going to bring the recovery back. And maybe I could have gone 24 and 25 and had the recovery be fine, but at this phase of training that I'm in right now, doing this type of a long run, which is moderate effort, and the effort actually felt pretty low and relaxed. I don't know what my heart rate was, but I'm guessing it was in the 150s for most of that. I think my watch probably said 170s because it tracks my cadence, but the effort felt like a 6.5 out of 10, which is great. That's exactly where it should be for a moderate long run, and that's the exact range of stimulus that I need right now in this phase of training. So introductory phase of training. I'm not in a race-specific phase yet, so going 2.5 hours and hopefully being able to recover quickly will let me keep my training balanced. And what do I mean when I say balanced? It means being able to run a bunch of different paces and give a good solid effort on all of those workouts. So give a 6 to 7 out of 10 on all of my workouts out of the week, versus if I'm in a race specific phase, I might be even only doing 2 workouts that week, two workouts with specific paces, and the rest of the 7, 8, 9 runs are relaxed miles. But right now I'm doing 3. I'm doing this long run. I'm gonna do a workout on Tuesday or Wednesday, which is a faster than race pace workout. So faster than marathon or half marathon pace, probably dip down to 5K, 10K pace, do the last of these fartlek style workouts. So I'll probably do another 12 by 1 minute. I don't know what shoe I'm gonna use yet for that. And then Thursday or Friday, pull out a carbon plated shoe, go back to Carbon County and do another tempo, probably 5 mile tempo with the last mile uphill here. So I want to be able to dedicate myself to execute well across all those 3 workouts. And so that's why I kept the effort moderate, didn't go too long today. Now, for the shoe, this thing is an absolute banger. This is the definition of banger. This is my favorite running shoe. This might be my favorite running shoe of all time, because if you think about some of the shoes that I've highlighted as going in my top 3 or top 5, Adidas Boston 12. I said for a long time that was my favorite marathon training shoe. This is a better version of the Boston 12. What did I like about the Boston 12? The Light Strike Pro, the bounce, the protection, the fast feel. You got more Light Strike Pro in here, you get more bounce, you get more protection. It's even faster, and it's just about the same weight with a better upper in the same Continental rubber. So, boom, takes out the Boston 12. Also, the Boston 12 had the standard EVA in the heel, which maybe made it more stable, but I didn't have an issue with stability on this. I did not have any issue with stability on it today. And granted, you see my neighborhood out here where I run, it's wide, nice wide streets. I don't have any sharp turns, but even around the cul-de-sacs and going up and turning around the hills on the main road, it was fine. So I don't mind it. Now, if you're doing a park run or very hilly, if you're running on cobblestone streets at Bandit Run Club up in Brooklyn, or you're running on the cobblestone streets of Lowell, Massachusetts, you might bang a corner and turn an ankle, but that wasn't an issue out here today. So crossed off the Boston 12. Hoka Skyward X, another one of my favorites. What I like about that shoe? The bounce, the protection, the comfort. You can run any pace. This is just a better version of the Skyward X. Now, the Skyward X does have that wider base again, and the stability is there, but this has that same dense bounce, that same pop. It's even bouncier, and the bottom, the rubber here, is even better than what you get on the Skyward X. One of our friends on the Supwell app, Dan Amos, he posted that he did a rainy run in the Skyward X a few days ago, and the wet weather grip was disappointing. Wet weather grip on this is not disappointing. It's Continental. So crossed off the Skyward X. What else is in that all-time favorite list? Probably the Adidas Ultra Boost, 700 miles. That was my first, or one of my first, real running shoes that I put a ton of miles on. And guess what? Our guy Andrew, Midlife Runner, go give him a follow, by the way, over on Midlife Runner YouTube channel. He's taken this thing to 600. I watched one of the videos and he said he had it at 600, 700 miles. So this thing is going to be able to go forever as well. You can't kill these Adidas shoes. So durable, bouncy, comfortable, fast, perfect for the long run, left me feeling protected, in the type of shoe where when I get to, let's throw the splits up again. So I think I was pretty even at around 650 for most of it. Maybe the pace fluctuated a little bit, but I felt like I kept the effort even, and then in the end I dropped down to 640s, 630s. Maybe there was a period where I slipped. I didn't check all my splits, but I think I was pretty even throughout. But the effort did get harder around 18, 19, which is normal. That's the part where mentally, typically the fatigue starts setting in, and these types of shoes, the Super Max Stack shoes, the best of the best, help us fight back. And that's what this thing did. It helped me fight back. I picked up the pace, I dug a little deeper, and it gave me 10% more bounce. So it's the type of shoe where when you want to go fast, it can go fast. When you want to go relaxed, it will help the tempo be faster, but the effort still stay relaxed. So a great running shoe, man. I don't think everyone is gonna love this thing, but if you like Super Max Stack and if you like these denser foams, this thing is perfect. This is my holy grail. I also love this colorway. This is an absolutely classic colorway. Beautiful. The best combination of colors, probably my favorite combination of colors, which also just makes the shoe shine. So banger colorway, banger foam. I have a conspiracy theory that the Light Strike Pro in this and the Takumi Sen 8 is different than the newer versions of the Light Strike Pro. Adidas has never said that, and the specs and say they're the same, but man, just by feel, the Light Strike Pro in here in the first run of the Boston 12 and in the Takumi Sen 8, I am 90% sure is different from newer Light Strike Pro. And I'm not even talking about Adios Pro 4 Light Strike Pro. I'm talking about Adios Pro 3 Light Strike Pro that's in later versions of the Adios Pro 3, and the Takumi Sen Light Strike Pro and newer Boston 12 Light Strike Pro. So that's just my tinfoil hat Bill Simmons conspiracy theory, but I strongly believe that. So man, if you see one of these things come up for sale on the Supwell app, definitely pick it up if it's in your size. This thing is a complete banger. I'm glad I picked for this. And takeaway here is, if you're in a rough patch of training, grab for a fun shoe. This is my first good long run back after Chicago. Took a month to fully recover, and as I was saying out there, some days it's gonna be, or some races it'll be two weeks, some races will be 3, some will be 4, and I know for some people it takes 6 or 7 weeks. So for me, I don't sign up for any races right away after. I like to give myself a break, especially mentally. So I think I'm gonna do a half marathon before the end of the year, and then sign up for some spring marathon to take another few minutes off the PR before we go for that sub 2:30. So thank you for everyone for watching today. Complete banger here, 50 millimeters worth of beautiful stack in the back. We gotta go fight off some full-size tiger sharks inside, but we survived. Time for some recovery food, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Hey, did you happen to throw out some empty boxes of Maurten? All right, recovery food time. Mason coming through clean in the new merch. Look at that, Supwell certified. Supwell certified 5-year-old daughter. Turn around, miss. Bang. How many miles you get in this week? Well, you got 4 miles biking with us yesterday. That's some mileage right there. This is the thing. Yeah, this is an extra small on you. I need to make some kid sizes for the next run. We're gonna do kid sizes. All right, recovery time.
You said OJ?
Yeah, some orange juice. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Quick calories recovery. I haven't had any calories since we stopped running an hour ago. Not good. All right, 1 sip. Everybody knows the rules. The OJ after the run usually tastes super good, but I had so much sugar.
That you don't like it?
No, it's still good, but it's just a lot of sugar. All right, let's get some real food. What do you think?
Yeah, can I do it by myself?
Yeah, sure. How's the new GoPro?
Good. Daddy, don't say anything, okay?
Okay, you're just doing candid?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You don't have to make a face then. You could just do your thing.
Gonna add the red peppers. Gotta turn the music down to the Larry June. Lawyers don't demonetize my video. Can you say Bobby Flay who?
Bobby Flay who?
Say Emerald Lagasse?
Emerald Lagasse?
Alright. I never heard of Emerald Lagasse.
A Lagasse?
Exactly, you don't even know his name. Chopping it up in Supwell Kitchen. This is a Supwell Kitchen exclusive.
Daddy!
What's that? Oh, don't talk again, okay. Alright.
I won't show your face if you don't talk.
Okay. You're showing the product?
Mm-hmm.
I think we still do have truckers left for sale. We don't have any of the hats, the running hats.
Dad, you can see yourself. Look at you.
Yeah, I can. But it's so weird that the new one has the screen on the front.
Wait, Daddy, if I turn it the other way, will it still review you?
No, the camera is just on that side.
Okay, well, I'm gonna review me for a second and then I'll go back.
You're gonna video yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just looking at this side.
Yeah. Should we do some sausage too?
Yeah.
I actually don't even know if we have any.
Wait, oh yeah, I'll check.
Dude, there's a perfect level of volume where you can hear it, but you're not gonna get hit with the copyright strike. It's a hard balance.
Wait, Daddy, will it beep again?
If you turn it off.
Supwell certified.
Supwell certified? Yeah, this is what we're doing. You want me to show?
Wait, Daddy, how do you do my shirt? How do you do my shirt?
Your shirt? Just point at your shirt. Yeah, turn around. Yeah, and point at your shirt. So I want nutritional yeast, taco seasoning. We don't usually have taco seasonings. This is a nice surprise. I usually just do chili powder. We're going big taco seasoning. Is there salt in here? Oh, sea salt. That's the first ingredient. So I guess I don't need salt. Usually I'll go chili powder and salt and nutritional yeast. But today I want nutritional yeast and the Trader Joe's chili powder. So it's gonna be fire. Show you the finished product. You wanna come get the peppers sizzling?
Yes. The what? The pepper?
Yeah.
Okay, run.
Hey, look at that. Nice. You're the best videographer, man. Alright, why don't we turn it off and we can get the finished product, okay? You like recording everything?
Yeah. What part?
So usually, you can just film me. So usually what I'll do is I cook the peppers and onions in the cast iron and then add the tofu, but look at this mess. What I did today was I did them in a separate pan because we had 2 blocks of tofu, and you know why also I did that? You know why I did that?
Yeah.
Because I forgot to put the peppers and onions in first. So now we do that, bada boom, bada bang, and we mix it up.
Yeah, that's because
Look at that. Now you can turn the heat off.
you forgot to take the peppers out first.
I forgot to cut the peppers, but that's the finished product right there. Should we plate it?
Yep.
I think it needs a sprinkle more of taco seasoning. I can tell just from the look.
Daddy,
What's that?
it will be 2 tacos.
It's not gonna be 2. It can rarely get to, you can rarely over season tofu. That's the thing with tofu, it's so bland that you need to almost over season it. Almost over season it. But there's no such thing as too much teriyaki sauce or too much taco seasoning on tofu. Just do it.
Well, definitely tofu because tofu is plain.
Alright, should we plate it? What do you think?
Yeah.
Alright. First up, Mace McGace. How much you want?
A lot. I'm really hungry.
You're really hungry? Okay. Like that or even more?
Even that should be good.
Okay. Should we do the Big Daddy one now?
Yeah, this Daddy will.
Yeah. 1, 2. Now I'm gonna throw some butter or Earth Balance on these. By the way, best vegan butter is the Miyokos, but we have the Earth Balance today. We did the taco seasoning flavored tofu scramble with the peppers, onions, and spinach. Some bagels from our friends at Family Dough. This is how you refuel after a 23-mile long run. And we dang near got a full-length feature film of Supwell Kitchen, thanks to Mace, because she wanted to do some extra filming. So shout out to Mace putting in the work this morning. Special helper. We're going to eat and refuel. I'll see you guys later. Oh my gosh, and I'm sneezing everywhere because I think I inhaled cayenne in my nose from smelling the taco seasoning. Oh my gosh. All right, should we eat?
Yeah. One bite, everybody knows roast.
How is it?
Good.
Is it good or is it?
It's fire flames.
Bang! All right, man. Closing out the day with a Supwell Kitchen favorite. This is a Wamala family favorite gnocchi with Brussels, the vegan parm, Beyond sausage. Overall fire, honey and lemon. Overall, it's complete flames. I wish we had some natural light, but guess what? Daylight savings time is not even 6, and it's pitch black. So have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the seasonal depression, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Be happy. All right, guys, one more thing. Day one with the new GoPro. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I don't know if it's going to be better, but I definitely didn't have the right settings on it. I just took it out of the box and started filming. So a lot of the footage was horrible. But hey, you have to just, this is my approach. It does not great for everything, but I just start, and it's usually bad when I start on something new, and then it gets better. So sorry for the shaky, horrible footage for the sunrise. That was not good. I changed some settings. I deleted a lot of the footage from the long run, and we will improve for tomorrow's video. And if I'm not happy with it by the end of the week, then it's going to go back to Best Buy. But I'm optimistic. The one thing is the audio was way better. The audio was definitely way better. So I think if I get the settings right, I'm confident that the filming will be way better too. I'm confident. And look, I need to even, it's like I need to have just the handle at the exact right angle to replicate. But this is the thing. We're not going to exactly replicate how we shot with the Hero 8. Because isn't that the point of getting a new one? That you make it better? Or are we just trying to seek the same experience? But if I want the same experience, then why would I upgrade? Alright guys, I'll be back tomorrow with another video.